What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to try to attempt to drill a hole in my headlight glass on my track car. This is not an original idea by me. I got the idea from YouTube subscriber slash someone that I follow, 16 Valve VTech. I'm going to go ahead and link his channel up in the corner if you want to check out some racing videos. CRX, B18 swap, really strong car, really cool channel to watch. He has a cutout in his headlight and he has his intake filter actually standing out here. Now I'm not going to do that. I just want to drill the hole so I can get air fed to my intake without having a hood scoop or a cold air intake. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to use this tool and cut the hole in my headlight. I've never done it before. It's going to be trial and error, and I'm going to leave it on the car because it's going to make it easier by holding the headlight in place. Thought about taking it off first, but I figured that'd be a lot more difficult because then I got to kind of secure it while I'm drilling at it. So I'm going to mark where I want the hole, then I'm going to attempt to drill it in one moment here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of mark where I think I want it in terms of relation to how high and how low. I think that'll be perfect. The reason we're doing it on this side is I want to retain the full function of this particular headlight beam, so that way I'm not using the brights all the time. I thought about doing it over here, but this will be perfect with the airflow in, and I'll still have the full function of the normal headlight. Now it says you can get it wet, you can try it dry. I'm gonna get it a little wet and keep it wet as I continue to try getting into the glass. Okay guys, that took me about 5 minutes, and aside from the scratches on here on the sides, which I don't really mind, from being my first time trying this, so I'm sure I'll get better if I try on another headlight. That should work like a champ. I like that a lot. That worked really well. So, and it's exactly where I wanted it. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the headlight off now so I can pull out the headlight bulb, and I'm gonna drill a hole in the back. I'm gonna use the exact same tool. I think it'll cut through the back of the plastic very quickly now. Now to get the headlight off, you have to take the bumper off because there's a bolt here you need to remove, and there's one right here that you need to remove. The two on top, obviously, very easy to get to, but those two, there's no other way without removing the bumper. The filler, I didn't have to remove the filler. I was able to just kind of slide it out from this area and get that removed there. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop off this little clamp which holds the headlight into place. I'm just gonna retain it because I could possibly use it for another one in the future. And then we're just gonna cut a hole in the back of this real quick. Now when looking at this from head on, it looks like it's almost perfectly centered, which is exactly what I was shooting for. So it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but I am going to just set on the outside of this and drill it out. Now that didn't really take any time at all. That was super quick, super easy, and man, it's coming out better than I expected. Now here's kind of the idea. I just kind of mocked it up. I put the intake tube in there, and it's long right now because obviously I'm gonna cut it, but it looks like the headlight will fit, and I'm gonna trim this maybe right here so that way the air shoots straight in and shoots right at the filter. I think that'll be a perfect solution, but I think I'm gonna flip this around because I need this extra length to reach towards the end. I'm gonna try to get it as close to the end as possible and then grind it down if I need to make the piping flush, and then just tweak with some of the small fitments. So let me see if I can't get that cut and fitting a little better. See, I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. Cleaned up all the edges of it. I'm trying to just get it a pretty tight fit in here. That way I can mark off what edges I need to clean up and move those around. Let's get this right there. And it looks like it'll be perfect where I cut it. Should stop right in front of the battery, but it should shoot all the air directly to the filter. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, see if I can't get it to maybe even slide through just slightly, and then maybe hammer each little edge up against the glass, try to get a really tight fit. All right guys, here's a look. I got it filed down a little bit, cleaned up the edges. It's sitting really nice. Maybe I grinded off a little too much there, but I can live with that. It's not intended to be perfect, but this looks pretty wicked now. The back, you know what's cool, I kind of just squeezed it in, and with me fiddling around with this edge, it's very, very solid. So I'm trying to think of what I can do for a bracket in the back here. And I think I'm just gonna get a little piece of metal. I'm gonna drill a hole on this piece, and I'm gonna drill a hole here and have like a little small piece of metal. I'm gonna bolt that one up and then just bend the metal back and then bolt it right there. That way it doesn't move. And then after that, I'm gonna put some, well, I'm gonna clean it first. Then I'm actually gonna put RTV silicone all the way around the edges. That way it's a not necessarily waterproof, but airtight for air coming in and going into the headlight housing. Plus, not waterproof, but water usually doesn't get in from the back as frequently it does from the front or the edges. So I don't want any water getting in the housing when it's just sitting outside or if it's raining. So let me see what I can do about devising a little bracket here on the back side. And here I have an old piece of aluminum that I originally used this to make some brackets for some HIDs on my wagon. I think this will work perfect. I'm gonna probably mount it. I don't know if I'll do it on the inside or outside. Is it flat there? I'm probably just gonna mount on the inside here. That'll probably make it a little easier. Drill a hole there, put a bolt, and bend it, and just put a hole and a bolt right there. Okay, so here's my little bracket that I made. Just put a nut on that side, put some flat fender washer hardware on the inside. So let me get that placed back in, and I'm gonna drill the hole and measure up where that one is, and I can get that one bolted up. And then I'm gonna clean it out real quick. I'm gonna rinse water through there, wipe everything down, just get any of that dust and dirt out, because this will be the final step. I'm gonna seal it up after this. And here I got it cleaned up. Got the piping where I wanted it. I got my little bracket holding in place. It's not moving anywhere. So that's really nice that I was able to make a bracket so easily for that. Let's go ahead and do a test fit real quick. And now looking at the test fit, it looks like it's gonna be perfect. It's not gonna hit the battery. All the air is just gonna shoot directly at the filter now. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cleaned up and get everything bolted back on. And I think I'm gonna put some, I'm not sure. I kinda want to, but then I kinda don't wanna put RTV silicone around there. I think I will. It's so easy to clean up if I ever need to remove it. Say if I need to pull the piping out or change it up. It's easy to clean off the RTV silicone. So I'm gonna put it around there just to seal off all the edges and clean it up. Before I put my bumper back on, I just wanted to share this little screen I have with you guys. Someone had asked me, I don't know who it is, so I figured I'd just throw it in this video. And it's just some sort of screen I got from Lowe's. Used a couple of the original AC holes, and I put some hardware in there to hold it in place. On top, I just kind of slid it up underneath the T-bar. It's not actually bolted in, it just slides up underneath there, both sides. And then I put a couple tie straps on the bottom, and then I put a hole in that one right there. So it's a nice way of just protecting your radiator from any kind of debris, especially being out at the track. I don't want to risk a rock shooting up and putting a hole in my radiator and ending my day, essentially. So I threw it on there, very inexpensive, and you can get all this. I think mine was off of like a screen door, but I bought it at Lowe's, and I'm sure Home Depot carries it also. And here's a look at it all finished up. Man, I really like the way it came out. If you look from back here, you can see the filter. It's gonna hit right at the filter. I went ahead and put RTV all around the edges of it just to keep any dirt and dust out of the headlight housing itself. Now the back, you saw that there's the excessive space around the piping, but I'm not worried about that as much. I may go in there and try to fill it with something. I'm not sure what yet though, but for now I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not too worried about it. I did install some LED headlights. I figure those are less susceptible to bursting, especially if there is any kind of moisture or air in there as compared to HIDs or even the regular bulbs. And these were cheap. I got these for about 12 bucks shipped on eBay. They work great. I don't know if you can hear them. I'm imagining you can. They have a little fan on them which keeps them cool. These are 6000K, so they have a nice color to them. I think they're gonna be a good look in the dark. And I think this is really cool, the piece of glass that remains from the headlight. Such a neat tool. I picked this up for $18 off eBay. Had it for a little while now as I've been wanting to complete this, but finally had some time to get out here and work on the car. And that's the finished result. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys feel like it's worth it, especially for a track car. I feel like it's definitely a great upgrade for it. It's gonna get cold air all the time now, and the battery's going to kind of still block it from getting the warm air from the engine. Thanks for watching, guys. Wish me luck. I have an event in 3 days. Hope that goes smoothly, and I hope we have a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna open up this package. I have no idea what's in it. Good subscriber of mine, Jack Machado, somebody I've come to talking to a lot, really nice guy, said he's wanted to send me something for my CRX. He asked me if I still had it. And I was like, man, by all means, go ahead and send it my way. He said it's unique to my CRX. I have no idea what it is. I want to get it opened, and I want to see what it's all about. What's in here? Oh, dude, no way. I guess this is a real original license plate from Cali or some replica one. Regardless, that is freaking badass. And sorry about that, my battery died out. But Jack, thank you so much for that. That is really cool. It'll be cool to put on my car when I take some pictures of it. Such a cool looking plate too. And he also sent me the track Hot Wheel. I already have this one. This one's pretty cool though still, regardless. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I really appreciate it. It wasn't necessary, but I'm grateful and thankful that you did.